Good evening everyone, and welcome to Safe Space Racing Tier 1. Apologies for the slightly delayed start this evening. We are finally here in Canada with Tier 1. Nice full 18 man grid tonight, so we should have a good race, looking nice and dry at the minute. Unfortunately for us, and joining me tonight, normally joined by Formula Maxim in the comments box, so nice to have someone who knows what they're talking about tonight. And I'm joined by SSR Aero. Aero, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for the introduction.
No worries.
We had a bit of a late start there, the lobbies being a bit dodgy tonight, but we've got it going, and we've got a grid of 19 here, which is lovely to see.
19, so yeah. I've now 18, there's Stabbies left, if you wouldn't mind dropping him an invite.
Yeah, it was.
Seems to have frozen the pit lane there.
It was 18, and then I think Stars just got in.
Shaz is in. Cool. And we're going to have people on the laps as well, so let's try and get on board with that. Division in the AlphaTauri. It's going to be the first one out. Not too sure on potential pole times. We did have Tier 2 here a few weeks ago. That qualifying was in the wet. That was around the 118, so we're expecting, what we're expecting around here, Aero, 110s, 19s, 8s?
I do not remember what my, my pole time was in the wet. Well, I wasn't on pole,
yeah,
but I was
118 on Inters, wasn't it?
I was second, and then Chichibur, I think, was pole.
Oh, Shush is out already
Oh,
in the pit lane by the looks of things, which is interesting. Well, maybe a poly ban, not too sure on that. We'll keep an eye on Division. Like I said, it's going to be the fastest one, first one over the line, and then therefore will be the fastest one as well. Guys are in the chat. Let us know if you can hear us all right.
well,
Hopefully you can.
so far we've got Eric in the chat. I think Shush had retired in the pits.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in the pit lane. Not sure why. I assume a quali ban, but let's see. Division over the line. Definitely in the 110, 109. Sorry, 109.8. Dylan's gone as well from the session. And as Monkey starts the lap, so 109.8 to start us off. $10 odd. Sorry, Perix Kings in the Ferrari's invalidated, as has Stenner, who did set a 109.7, but was well not deleted because it never got set. But so we're looking at the 109s, but Jet Atom with a 109.9 on the medium tyres suggests to me we're probably going to get into the 108s on the softs. But that's a good lap from Jet Atom. We're going to go on board with not Ultra Titan because he's invalidated. So Budweiser in the McLaren to finish his lap.
And
like
So far, if we look at the standings, Payox is in the lead with 103, followed by Haters with 90, and then Monkey is a distance away with 65. So Payox and Haters are leading the championship by a strong margin so far.
Yeah, a bit of a gap so far. Possibly a bit of a turnover as Lux decides he fancies a bit of the pit lane after his lap. Division's now in.
But
JD's invalidated. Yeah, a bit of a gap. Oh, front wings flying off for Arthur and a 5-place grid penalty for Budweiser.
yeah,
Not sure what's happened there. I don't know if you saw that. Just caught the end of it on the stream.
I did see the end of it as well. It seemed 3 cars that were tight in that section together.
Yeah, I think it was the 2 Mercedes drivers were very close to each other. But it was definitely Arthur and Budweiser. And Arthur's now got no front wings. Obviously, he's managed to drive into the back of Budweiser somehow. And Budweiser's got the penalty for it. Not Yaz invalidated. We've seen a lot of that so far.
Yeah,
A lot of invalidations. Budweiser's with that penalty. That's very unfortunate.
it is hard to get
Let's see
the
what.
track limits right here.
Yeah, it is very tough. We've seen a lot of people. I would say certainly the last chicane is tough, but I've seen a lot of people not even make it that far. We're on board with JDM Haters, like Aero says, involved with Kings in the title fight so far. Round 6 of 23 races, I think it is. Certainly got a lot of tracks on the calendar this season.
And
Let's see what JDM can do, or Star Fallon actually. Yeah, Star Fallon's going to be the first of these 2 over the line.
even though there is a big margin between Haters and the rest of the pack, we did see Dylan win in Monaco last week, and he seemed to have a very strong drive. So it'll be interesting to see, can he start putting results in and catch up.
Yeah, speaking of strong drives, Star Fallon in the Haas, 109.2 to go fastest. JDM slots in the second. Jet on 3-lap-old mediums has gone third, 109.7. So as Notyal slots in as well, P2 for him. So starting to see some times
Yeah,
come across now.
I think Jet
I
Adams
think
desperately trying to start in those mediums, so he wants to get the best time possible on them, obviously. And he maybe is looking to do a one-stop.
Yeah, but then slightly defeats the point if you're doing 3 laps on them in qualifying. But I think he does that a lot in OTO as well.
Hmm
Possibly likes to get a bit of a feel for the track, and before he does his soft running, no flag out for some reason. I think one of the Ferraris is going slow. Might be JDM actually in the Alfa Romeo is going slow with a couple of cars coming up to him.
hmm
And that's the flag. So yeah, just waiting for a few drivers to come back out of the pits. Seem to have a little bit of a crossover. But Aero went for a lot of people to put lap times on the board. Everyone's struggling at the minute.
hmm And I think another driver I've to keep an eye on is Axe, who is in the middle of setting his lap. Oh, and as I go on board with him, the other Mercedes loses it of Arthur at the hairpin.
Oh, really? Right in front of him.
Yeah, right in front of him.
Arthur with an interesting qualifying session so far.
Yeah, Axe was our championship winner last season for Tier 1, and he's been struggling at the start of this season because a lot of people have been having wheel glitches, just like Stabby was earlier, and that's why Stabby left the session, had to rejoin because his wheel was glitching. So it's annoying for wheel drivers that they have to put up with these glitches while people on controller just don't have the same thing. And as I mentioned, Stabby, he's retired. I think that might be the World Champions.
Might be actually, yeah. Have we got anyone coming up to it? We haven't. Possibly can't see anything from the pit lane view. But certainly didn't manage to set a lap. So Shush and Stabby both unable to set a lap in qualifying. So they're going to be starting at the back. Yeah, Axe was a lot of fun. Did a lot of comms for Tier 1 last year, and Axe was a lot of fun to watch. He often got himself a quali ban for running up early, which then meant that the next race was very entertaining, with him charging through the field. My TV's about to turn itself off, which won't be great, but we've got the vision coming down towards the final chicane, looking to set another lap. Currently P3, and decides he doesn't fancy the final chicane. Dives straight into the pits, hadn't invalidated, so obviously just not happy with his time. Stenner's just starting a lap. His teammate Dylan also on a lap on the mediums. We've got anyone closer to crossing the line after is invalidated? Monkey doesn't get on the board either. Yeah, just the, I mean the bottom half of this grid, struggling to get a lap together at the minute. That's going to count, let alone be quick.
There's a lot of drivers here that haven't been here all season, and they've only shown up this race. Like this is some of the first race, like Not Yell and Shush, to name a few. So it'll be interesting to see how their pace is relative to everyone else who have been here so far.
Yeah, Not Yell, one of our Season 1 drivers, so back now for a bit of Season 3 action. Good to see him back. Arthur's on a lap on the mediums. Anyway, further up the road, GB's invalidated again. Kings, can we see our championship leader set a lap? He's going to try it through the final chicane, just about avoids the wall, and error. I think you might have been right with Stabby, because there was a nice wheel just sat in the middle of the, of the pit straight. Just on its own, so I think that might be what happened to Stabby. Kings goes third, just ahead of his championship rival Haters. As Monkey goes in the fourth. Nice showing from the AlphaTauri guys so far.
And 10 comes around the final corner in the mediums. Although, yeah,
So start his lap.
start his lap.
That tyre's still there as Jet Atom goes fastest. It's at
Oh.
Haas 1-2 at the minute.
This is actually
That's pretty
this is
tasty.
beautiful to see. Haas 1-2. I never thought I'd see the day.
Well, not too far away from their home country either. Basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've probably pissed a few people off that. I'm sure we don't have any Canadian viewers. And if we do, I'm sorry.
And
But
I thought Dylan was coming across the line there, but hadn't set a lap. Must have been invalid.
yeah, still on the medium. Still a few guys running around the mediums. We're getting quite a few yellow flags, so I can't actually see how long's left at the minute. But probably not too long. Maybe 5 minutes or so. $10 come around the hairpin. On the mediums, he's got a Haas right behind him. So the Haas is also going for another lap. Might be Staff Allen. Still on board with 10. Gonna set a lap by the looks of things.
Oh.
The Stenner goes quickest. Still in the 109s. Very tight at the top now.
Ooh.
6 minutes to go. I just caught that. So having 10 over the line. to
Oh,
go
and
11
Star
on the
goes even
mediums.
quicker.
Oh, Star with a toe off of the Ferrari. He was so close to him. I didn't think he was going to be able to get a good lap in. He was literally right on the back of 10. We could see him in the back of the camera angle.
Yep.
Wow, that must have been one powerful toe.
A very good lap from Star Fallen. We'll see if Jet Adam can get out again and try and
Yeah,
secure
sure
this
he will.
Haas 1-2. There's still 5 minutes left in the session, so there's still enough time for everyone to get a comfortable lap.
Yeah, definitely. We just seen Dylan go over the line on the medium. So none of the medium runners inside the top 10. So they're probably all, we would think, come out on the soft tyres. Like Aero says, still 5 minutes remaining. Zampa in the chat says evening. Matty's in the chat says evening. Evening to you both. And Geordie says we in Q2. It's a short qualifying, so this is just a 20-minute session to decide the grid. 5 minutes of it left. Whatever the order is at the end of this session is what we're going to be racing with. And yeah, Jet is still in the pits. Notyal's just come out to start a lap though. Let's go on board with Notyal for a full lap of Canada. He's currently in P3. As he just set, actually he's just set his lap probably, hasn't he? To go P3, 1090. Look at that arrow, half a tenth between the top three.
Yeah.
And,
It is very tight at the top here.
This is why we like packed grids. Give us nice and close results. And Matty says Stenner up top, and he'll do his usual and crash or spin. We got to believe in Stenner as Budweiser with a nice little drift around the hairpin. Still going to set a lap, but that's going to cost him some time. Probably won't improve. Stenner's he's got enough to. I mean, OTL last week, he had a lot of the drive through, didn't he? And still almost came back and win it.
Yeah, he
So
is
he's certainly got the pace this year.
great pace as Ultra comes around the final corner.
I wonder
And
if they can see that wheel as well.
well, I haven't
Mm,
seen the wheel
straight.
yet. Ultra's up on the
Oh,
seventh.
you haven't? Oh, okay, that's just me then. It's just lurking in the middle of the pit straight. Ultra up the 7th.
I've definitely seen that sort of glitch before, especially Canada. I think Canada this year is the most glitchy track there is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That should be fun then, with 19 drivers. Starfallen coming back out the pits for one last run.
I crashed in the Wall of Champions, and the Wall of Champions started. I don't even know. The wall just started mangling itself. So
Nice.
I would stay away from the Wall of Champions if you don't want that to
We're
happen.
going to go on board with Division here. He was quickest in Sector 1, 2 tenths better off on his personal best so far. Got a nice little toe off Budweiser up the second DRS straight as well. See Division time in the top right, he's still 2 tenths up. Didn't improve too much then through Sector 2. But if he can improve by another couple of attempts, I'll have a shot at pole. Bit of a gap between 4th and 5th so far, so possibly that's where Division will slot in. But if he can just hook up the final corner, then he could put it on pole. AlphaTauri, Team at Monkey in 6th right now. He gets through the final corner. A little bit rough maybe, but he's through. And he lost a bit of time into P5 in that gap that we talked about just. Who else have we got? Jets just started his lap. Let's have a look at Sector 1 time. He's pretty much where he was. Monkey's coming through the final corner now. Can he improve? 3.5 temps off pole at the minute. Oh, goes up the P5 just ahead of his teammate. Look how close this is, Aero. And Starfallen's gone 2 temps quicker through Sector 1. He's flying. We'll go on board with Jet as well. He's a 10th down on his time, so he's probably not going to improve it. Yellow flag at the end of Sector 1 as well. That's where the other Haas driver is.
And Starfallen backs out.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Saw a yellow flag. That's very busy around that area. Not yet goes through on his out lap.
Yeah. Arthur is coming through and not yet following on his out lap.
Okay.
And
That sounds like, as you can see on the mini map there, someone stopped completely the next division. Monkey getting in the way. What can Jet Atom do then? Doesn't improve. We'll have time for one more run though if he wants to just cool down those tyres. Monkey's got no front wing, interestingly. It was on a cool down lap, so not sure what's happened there. And have we got anyone coming across the line? Jet's going again. Starfallen we know is backed out, so who have we got then? King's possibly? Yeah, King's come around the final hairpin. Just up on his time. And let's see then. This is still anyone's guess who's going to get pole hit. Could be one of any number of drivers. King's just about to get through the final corner.
yep, brushes the wall. But
Oh,
he
it
puts
goes
it on pole
by
by
1,000th. No way, what a lap.
What a lap.
What a lap. And $10 now his teammate is still on the mediums. Can he get into the top 10 on the mediums? He can, 9th. Great lap on the mediums. Look, just 4 tenths off pole, so the mediums looking pretty quick here. And then let's go back to our top guys. Who have we got then? Dylan. Dylan goes fastest. First man into the 8s. Starfallen looks like he's backed out again. Stenner's backed out again. What's Notyal doing? Not improving. Dylan might have nicked it for the second week in a row. Jets has backed out. Surely someone's on a lap somewhere. Division goes P4. Wow, look how close it is. Crazy. What's Titan doing? Titan's just started Sector 1. Must have someone out there who's going to come and crash the party. Titan's not going to do it because he's invalidated. Notyal's not improving. Brazy from nowhere.
My word.
What a
lap.
He hadn't even set a lap, had he?
He hadn't set a lap, that's his first lap. He's done 8.
Oh,
7.
Dylan's on 6 lap old tyres, by the way. Like, is that right?
I think that might be a glitch.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
so-
he's in the World Champions. I was on
Who's
board
that?
with Luxius,
who's
or
in?
however you pronounce it. He is just completely lost in the World Champions, but he's somehow made it across the line.
And look at this, Stenner, Notyal and Jet Atom. Stenner and Jet Atom not going to improve. All were looking like pole about, what, a minute ago? 6, 7, 8.
Axe
And
up the third.
Axe has jumped up. Axe has jumped up the P3, drops them down to 7, 8 and 9. Said it could all change. These three weren't even in the top 10 probably a minute ago, and now they're going to be 1, 2 and 3 on the grid. Brazy, Dylan, Axe. You said to keep an eye out from Aero Axe,
Yeah,
and
we'll
he
see.
actually slips under the radar.
And Jet Adam as well. how it doesn't improve.
Yeah, he was running wide. Division's definitely not going to improve. So unless Arthur's got something in his pocket, which he definitely hasn't, looking at him now, doing his donuts. So Brazy then is on pole in the Aston Martin out of absolutely nowhere. That qualifying session just came alive in the last couple of minutes. Look how close it is between Axe in P3 and Notyao P8. They're all in the same 10th.
That is amazing.
What a lap for Brazy. Couple of attempts clear at the top. Out of nowhere at the end. Great stuff. From the Canadian, I think. I think this is his home race. If I'm not wrong. Find out in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
From the Canadian in his home race. And the Budweiser looking at that with a 5-place grid penalty. So Brazy on pole. SLR Dylan, one last time out, as Zero said, is in second. Axe and Kings make up the second row. Kings the championship leader. Star Fallon looked like a Haas 1-2 at one point. He's in fifth though. And Division in P6. Sten and Notyao, that's a spicy fourth row. Jet Atom and Monkey may round out the top 10. Ultra Titan $10 in the just outside the top 10, 11 and 12. Budweiser is going to be 18th on the grid with that penalty. JDM haters, look at JDM Aero down in 14th. He was up there at one point. Lux and Arthur, the only other ones to set a time.
JDM is second in the championship and he's qualified down in 14th.
Yeah, didn't see that coming. Shush, GB and Stabby don't set a time, so they're going to start at the back. I think someone else, I think Arthur had a 5 place as well. So
yeah,
could be a couple of adjustments to that down the bottom of the grid. But yeah, that's probably one of the biggest stories. JDM right down there, and but he was like P4 probably with 5 or 6 minutes to go, and everyone just improved. Everyone found
that qualifying has left me in complete awe. I just cannot believe how close it was and how quick everyone was as well. Everyone was absolutely flying.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what my best time was at Canada, but the fact that so many drivers had almost a 9 dead, and then Brazy at the end, who hadn't set a lap yet, pressure on to set a lap, puts it on pole by maybe over 2 tenths, maybe just 2 tenths.
Yeah, around 2 tenths. I think. Yeah, a lot of people there, no time on the board. They're just playing a bit safe at that last run. But he's just basically gone, I'm either starting on pole or I'm starting last. And he's gone all out with a very good lap. Just waiting for people to connect to the lobby. Classic Codemasters things. But like Arrow says, very excited for this session. After that qualifying, this race, we got 35 laps on
that. I believe so. I think this might be everyone choosing their strategies before the race, and then it'll load in.
See, in tier 3, I'm used to someone just readying up straight away, so I forget that we actually have to do this. And that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that. Nice to see everyone waiting.
This game's especially difficult because this game doesn't allow you to know who's readied up early.
Yeah, it's a weird thing they took out there.
I don't know why they've taken that out, because now it makes things a lot more difficult for whenever someone does ready up.
Yeah, agreed. But luckily there, looks like everyone waited. That was a decent amount of time. We are almost going to be underway. Yeah, I completely forgot about that rule, which doesn't look great on me, but I promise it hasn't been me. He keeps readying up in tier 3.
Yeah, I have my suspicions whenever I've been watching along with some people who it might be, but I'll not name names.
No, that's fine. But we are going to be getting going here. We're going to have a look at everyone's tyre choices in a minute. It looks like everyone, I think I caught everyone who qualified on the mediums in qualifying didn't actually make it into the top 10. So all the guys in the top 10 are going to be on the softs.
Yeah, I believe
you can see that
10 was the best qualifier on the mediums, and he only got 12th. So he'll get a free. He'll get the tyre choice of mediums.
Yeah, he should have one other new set, shouldn't he? So all the guys outside the top 10, you can actually see there all the guys outside the top 10, other than interestingly JDM, are on the mediums. JDM on the soft. No one opts for the hard tyres.
Yeah,
Depending on safety cars, I mean, what are you talking? Medium to hard for those guys, probably. And
I
then soft,
believe
medium, medium for the others. Probably
JDM
soft.
knows on the softs he'll have the pace to catch up to where he needs to be, and that is battling with the Payox up in fourth, our current
Yeah, that's
championship
gonna be
leader.
really fun to see how quickly he can get through the field. But Canada, not easy to overtake, really, between turn 3 and that hairpin we're seeing now. That middle part of the track is often a bit of a follow, a bit of a train.
Oh, not yet along with spun on the hairpin. He was pushing it a lot there.
Trying to burn out those tyres.
So far, if I remember correctly, there hasn't been the cleanest of getaways in lap 1 the last couple of races. I remember in Monaco, a lot of contact lap 1. I think
We've already got a couple of cars inside each other.
I think the Netherlands, the race in Zandvoort, I think it had a clean enough getaway, but I do remember Spain, there was multiple top contenders that had been forced to the back with damage.
Oh god. Well, let's pray, even with 19 drivers, we're going to get away with it here. We're looking at possibly around lap 7. The game thinks that's when we're coming in for the soft runners. But let's keep an eye on it, and let's pray we get 19 drivers completing lap 1. Don't want a safety car. Let's get everyone through after that brilliant qualifying session. Going to wait for the lights. And I can't see the lights because of the leaderboard, but we've got 3 of them, now 4 and then 5. And we are eventually underway. Tier 1 in Canada for space.
Dylan's got a great
racing.
start.
Dylan with a brilliant start already into P1 before turn 1. And the Kings is just forced a little bit on the outside. And then Starfire all the way around the outside up in the P4. We look pretty clean in the middle. And then I've completely jinxed it because Ultra Titan's out straight away into the wall. Looks like he got a tap from someone on the side. Virtual safety car. BSC, literally, as I said, pretty clean getaway. Titan started facing the wrong way, and it may be a clash with his teammate because JDM is way down 18th, and they were close together at the start. Titan just got a nudge from the side, I think, into a wall, and he's out the race. Gutting for him, but everyone else is clean. Brilliant start arrow from Dylan. He was ahead before turn 1.
Yep, and I couldn't tell what happened there in that incident. I just seen front wings flying everywhere, and the team Ultra Titan's car absolutely obliterated after smashing the wall, but I didn't see who made contact with him.
Yeah, just checked everyone, and possibly looks like everyone got away with it. Matty saying JDM was off at turn 1, so it wasn't him who had the contact with Ultra Titan. Possibly, well, I'm not going to even guess who that was. It was right in the midfield. Could have been anyone, but Titan's out the race and his teammate at the back, and we're not racing yet, but Division of Monkey.
Well, Monkey's in
the pits, so I wonder if that was.
And I believe
and
Arthur as well.
So possibly something there. At least they're going to get a slightly cheaper pit stop. Still on the VSC.
Yep.
And let's see then, Brazy. Yeah, there was one. I think it was just an absolute rapid start from Dylan. Because Brazy managed to keep P2, but he's already a little bit behind.
Dylan's going to drive through. As we go back to green flag, Dylan's going to drive through.
Oh, that's gutting. On
And
board
Kings
with
is on the...
Kingzo's right behind Brazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan, that's gutting.
Oh, at the back, Stabby was almost forced GB into the wall. GB, luckily, avoided it.
Yep, it's all very, very close. Starfallen now right alongside Perox Kings, having to attack and defend at the same time. Axe has got past Notty out into the hairpin. We saw Notty out struggling in the formation lap with that hairpin, so possibly not surprised, but now he's tucked up right behind him. And we're going to see Notty out and Axe do battle, and Notty out just has to get on the brakes big time. Starfallen just with a little steering correction through the World Champions, got a little bit out of shape, allows Kings to get away from him, stand over the fastest lap's flying through now. As Lux is out in the World Champions, surely. Almost certain.
Oh no,
he's
retired in the pits. Yeah, he's retired in the pit.
His wheel's gone then, thank God for that. But we might have had another safety car. But it's all good. Monkey eventually sets a new fastest lap, 1:12. He's onto the mediums. And it's all very close up front. Other than, well, Dylan's flying away, but he does have a drive-through penalty, unfortunately, which might actually, looking at this so far, help keep this race remotely interesting because he's pulling away rapidly.
Yeah, he clearly has
serve at this lap.
very good pace, but that drive going to force him all the way back.
Yeah, I think Brazy could be in trouble next lap when DRS becomes activated. A bit of a train, bit of an Aston Martin train for me already.
Yeah.
As King's going to get him even without DRS. Brazy defends the inside and then the outside. Bit of a double move there from Brazy, but probably okay. Getting back on the racing line. As Budweiser gets past GB before the hairpin, and Stabby and Jet Atom very close. Stabby with a 3 second already. So he's a bit cutting the corner. Shush with 5 seconds as Stabby sends up the inside of Jet. No contact made, just about. But Jet stays in front. Probably just enough room left. A bit of a dive from Stabby, to be fair. Probably didn't deserve any room. As we see, second, third and fourth still within a couple of attempts to each other.
Kings touches the back of Brazy. Brazy just somehow holds it. Kings is now
and
right
he's
on the
gonna
back of
have
Brazy.
a run at him. Starfallen went wide at the, and I think Kings backs out of that. Knows that he probably made a bit of contact. But he's going to have a go at the next run anyway. He's got DRS. Had DRS a second ago. He's going to get it again. Actually, Brazy breaks to get the DRS.
Oh, Starfallen
and then goes in the back of him. Couldn't break in time, and Starfallen sends it. Oh my god!
Oh,
contact between the Aston.
No. Brazy's in the wall. Oh no!
Oh, I fucked up the camera there. Sorry, guys. As GB goes past, Brazy and Starfallen, they're both out. Safety car. Oh,
yeah.
Messed up. I went the wrong way on the cameras. My bad, guys. We did see it on the stream. Brazy and Star. Brazy's on the outside, I guess, of that corner. Dylan, loads of guys in the pit. 4 guys in the pit. Brazy on the outside of the hairpin and just got into the side of him.
And I believe Dylan wanted to get rid of his drive-through last lap, and I think he still hasn't because he's on new tyres. But I think he still has his drive-through to serve.
He's on the medium. Oh, it's going to be a killer for him. He's going to have to serve it as soon as the safety car comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, still got it. So who didn't pit? Kings didn't. These guys are going to have to pit in a minute because they're going to want to get rid of these tyres 100%. So I wonder. Yeah, so Dylan probably got lucky then, maybe. Do you think? And sort of went into the pits as the safety car came out. Because it must have been too late for him to pit. I don't understand why.
No, I think he must have went in the pit as the yellow flag came out, which forced him to go on new tyres instead of serving his drive-through.
I can't understand why Division Stenner and Kings wouldn't have pit. Just see if they do this lap. But they're stuck behind the safety car now. Surely they should have. Maybe to avoid a double stack, not sure. We'll find out in a minute. 10's in a great position though. Brazy's left the session, he's out. But yeah, 10's in a great position, as are all the medium runners, to be fair, who started on the mediums. Going to be net race leader in the Ferrari. Interesting to see. I mean, the thing is now, if King, Stenner and Division pit now, they're going to be at the back of the grid. But if they stay under the safety car and come in 4 laps time, they're probably going to fall back down as well. Let's see what Kings does here. Stays with the safety car, as does Stenner, as does Division. So obviously a strategic play to stay out.
Maybe they're trying to stretch the softs. I don't remember how much the softs last here, but
well, yeah, I'm really not sure. Maybe a softer hard.
That could be the plan.
I guess you've got to expect on this year's game, especially, at least one more safety car as well. But yeah, Bradley's saying Brazy getting bullied. Not sure if he means by us or by Starfallen. Look to me, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I'm not sure this season, so I'll have to leave it to him. But it was Brazy on the outside, and possibly Starfallen squeezed him a little bit. So he certainly dived up the inside, didn't he? And then there just wasn't enough room there. But I mean, there was about 4 cars going for one position.
I think Starfallen was trying to take that little left turn after the hairpin, and Brazy just didn't have enough space. So obviously caught his back tyre, and then they both spun into the wall. And unfortunately, both drivers have retired.
Yeah, it's a shame that, because they were both driving really well. Where's penalty position change these days? There we go. Look at that, McLaren's. What a start. Safety car in this lap. We'll just quickly run through. Kings in the lead, Stenner second, $10 first for the medium runners, and then Division, and then the McLarens up 13 and 11 places respectively. up to 5th and 6th. GB doing well as well, up to 7th. And then you've got the guys who started at the front on the softs and then have pitted under the safety car with Dylan, Axe, Not Out, Monkey. Monkey had pitted at the start. So these guys are caught back up thanks to a safety car and they're in a good position. I think the soft runners are going to be in a bit of trouble. But let's see, Kings is going to get us going and he's gone. And he's left Stenner behind a little bit. He's also left $10 behind on the mediums. So 10 might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, Budweiser and Stabby.
I think Stabby just lost it out of the final corner.
Let's see. Oh, Stabby sent it on his teammate. Big dive bomb from McLaren on the other McLaren. Gives GB a little bit of an opening. And GB now has to back out. Allows Axe to go around the outside of the Aston Martin. Axe up to P7. And then McLaren fighting just in front of that. And Dylan's disqualified. No.
Oh, he's been disqualified. He's in the pits and everything. Oh, this game.
Gutting, man.
He was in the pits and they disqualified him.
Oh, that's so stupid. I think, yeah.
Oh,
so stupid.
My word. This is so stupid.
It's gutting for Dylan. Nothing you could have done about that whatsoever.
Not yet looking to send it on GB though.
Yeah,
Into the hairpin.
Looking for a bit of a switchback. No DRS, obviously. But yeah, good move from Notia. That up to P8. Him and Axe, bit of progress. McLaren's getting very feisty alongside each other. And I think you're right, Stabby made a bit of an error and then decided he was having that place back into turn 1. And these guys are not the friendliest of teammates, that's for sure. Nothing dirty, but they're certainly not letting each other through.
Yeah, I would not be battling your teammate this hard. Usually you try and work together, but they don't seem to be.
Yeah, certainly not.
Seem to have a rivalry with McLaren reminiscent of the 2010s, I believe it was, like early 2010s. And
yeah,
Arthur's retired.
Arthur's retired, sector 1. That could be a safety car.
Virtual safety car.
So we're slowed down again. But yeah, maybe a Hamilton Alonso 2007 sort of thing. But Stabby with a penalty, and he's obviously losing time to division. So I'd be tempted if I was him to possibly let my teammate through if I had penalties. But we are still early on in the race, of course. But these guys are just holding up Axe and Notia a little bit as Jet picks up a penalty on the VSC, which is never ideal.
Yeah, I was on board with them and he just, went trackless.
Over the top. King, Stenner and Division still out on the track. Wonder if they use the VSC as an ideal chance to pit. Nope. Stenner will. Stenner stays. King stays out. Stenner's in. Division's follows in. Stenner in. So yeah, probably the best time to do it. VSC's still out. As who else comes in? Budweiser comes in, which is interesting.
Yep, as well as GB.
Yeah, so VSC's still active. They're getting a very cheap pit stop. Not a free one under a VSC, under a safety car, but it's a cheap one.
Yep, GB's getting a new wing.
Okay, that's interesting. Budweiser onto the hards. Division and Stenner committing to a 2-stop on the mediums, in my opinion. No way they're doing 26 laps on them. But they've got clean air as well, so Stenner's going to make up. As soon as this VSC ends, he's got 5 seconds of clean track to just fly. And I think Kings could be in a bit of trouble there. Just in terms of battling with
GB's a drive through.
Oh, he just come out the pit lane though. Oh, this game is crazy, man.
I just don't get it.
Literally just come out the pit lane.
GB almost spun as well.
He's having a nightmare a few seconds.
Yeah.
There's a Ferrari 1-2 at the minute. King's leading $10. $10 probably in the net race lead though. And he's dropping Stabby by a few tenths a lap in P3, net P2, and Axe is right behind Stabby as GB of another 3 seconds. Wouldn't surprise me to see him come back into the pit lane. Axe is lining up a move. Is DRS enabled now? I think it is. Can hear the noise.
Yep. Stabby goes to defend the inside. Axe looks for the inside. Stabby.
Oh, that looked close. That looked close.
Yep.
And King stays out. See Stenner's flying up the back of Shush already, keeping on that gap, 3.1 seconds at the minute. See how much time Stenner can make up on those fresh mediums divisions as well. But we're going to focus on the battle for P3 at the minute. Not just behind, but Axe is very close. And actually Monkey Focus on the battle for P5 just for a second as well. Monkey's right on the back of Notyal for P5. Monkey on the older tyres.
Notyal definitely the mistake, because Notyal was right up behind Axe, and now he's 2 seconds behind.
Oh, it's big
and
slide
he's-
from Notyal. Monkey with the chance. He'll probably want the DRS though. You can see him hanging back a little bit. Wants the DRS down the back straight. Axe
Yeah,
is
and-
right on the back of Stabby as well.
Axe should get this move down comfortably.
Yeah, I think Monkey will do the same. Monkey's dropped back a little bit actually. I wonder if he made a slight mistake in the hairpin. JDM's, but yeah, Axe is through. Let's have a look in behind. See, JDM has got through on Jet Atom.
Mhm.
And let's go. Oh, Stabby's in the wall. Stabby spun. Spun at the World Champions. Lucky. Oh, a little reset I think there. 100% of reset in my opinion. Naval was sort of still registering where he'd spun. Yeah, definite reset as Monkey and Notyal side by side at turn 1 with JDM right behind this action.
Oh, Notyal! He's
Bit
getting
of a
his back
touch.
tire.
Oh, so close. Shush is in here as well. You can see Stenner's gaining on this group as well. But this is so close now for P4 and Axe has dropped these guys straight away. 4.5 second gap between Monkey and Axe. Stabby's, I think, rushing back to the pit lane. With his 3 second time penalties. He's had enough, but so close now.
Shoosh looking on haters,
Yeah.
and he
this is
might
just
get it
behind
into the
this battle.
hairpin.
Yeah, he's
Haters
sending it.
close
He's
up the
going
inside,
for
but
it.
he still sends it. Oh.
Good move. I think Shush will get the DRS as well.
But haters shoot as well from Notyal in
Yeah.
front, but Shoosh is
point.
so close behind.
We can just
We
about
will
see the
see.
battle just in front of that as well. We'll keep this point of view as Notyal gets past Monkey. JDM defends that well. Shush breaks a little bit late, compromises his run up to the start line. And now this guy, all these guys are just settling again, and Stenner is catching these guys rapidly. King's still out, 11 lap old softs. A couple of laps on the safety cars, but
Yeah. I think he's
it's,
definitely doing a one stop because he's stretching these softs as long as they can go.
yeah,
And then,
surely. JDM 3
We'll see.
second time penalty.
yeah.
Crucial, these penalties. JDM so close to Monkey. We'll get the DRS, as will Monkey though. As with qualifying, so close between these top guys. And 10 is 10's gaining big time on his teammate. I think those tyres are pretty much done.
I was about to mention how Stenner was within the DRS and then he spun, or
Oh, really?
did a half
spin.
spin, caught it
Good save. This battle's
hit
getting pretty close.
on Monkey.
Yeah, good move.
Shoosh on Monkey as well.
Looks like it. Monkey was looking at 4th a lap ago. Now he's looking at 7th. As 10 gets a time penalty again, could be crucial. Monkey breaks very early and then goes into the pits. I always hate breaking and going into the pit lane there. On 10
Yeah.
lap old mediums, that's interesting. I always hate trying to go into that pit lane when you're battling at the same time. So recipe for disaster. But Axe and 10 have caught up to Kings big time. Those softs are done. Unsurprising, 12 laps. And now Kings is going to hold up his teammate here because Axe's gains on 10 because 10 sat behind Kings on those soft tyres. Wonder if there'll be a bit of strategy in play here at all.
Maybe Pex could look to go in now, and he's just maybe giving 10 a bit of a toe.
Yeah, he's holding him up for at least a lap though. I'm surprised he's not moved out of the way though. I do agree, surely he has to pit this lap or let his Ferrari teammate through because Axe is right behind him now. Stenner's jumped Shush in this battle here. Let's keep it on the battle for the lead, then we'll go back to that. Yeah, Kings looks like he just pulls over and lets him through there. Will Axe get through as well though? Axe is going to have a massive run on the Ferrari, but the Ferrari pits, and it looks like we're okay down here. Stabby spun again. So we'll rejoin this battle for P4, which will become the battle for P3. Let's see where Kings comes out. He's going to be miles behind Stenner and Division, who was with after the safety car. And you see, just pitting on that VSC just helps those guys. Kings is going to come back out in clean air. That's the good thing though. He's going to have loads of room to work with. Just Budweiser in the vicinity. He's gone to the mediums area, which is interesting. Anyway,
Yeah,
that
he's
seems like a long
he's
way.
very good at tyre managing, so I believe he'll be going to the end of these
Oh,
mediums.
I think Notyal's lagged out, or he's yeah, Notyal's left.
Yeah, I'll get him back in.
Because he's gone bright red with an X, and he's gone ghosted. So these guys are going to get through. Unfortunately for Not Out, he'll fly through. Stenner, JDM, Shush, Division as well in a second. Oh, it's so annoying, and he gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, which is a weird one. Not sure what that's about. But Stenner then on his comeback after the pit stop. It's great move from Stenner. JDM gave him exactly one car
Yeah,
width
I did see
to
that.
get through there, and he took it as the division takes Not Yao as well. That was nice. That JDM left him the room, and Stenner said, "Yeah, I'll take that." Stabby boy's gone. He's retired. A lot of retirements already. Seven have fallen. And we're only 15 laps in. 12 remain. Although I'd say probably Brazy and Fallon got a little bit unlucky with theirs. Titan as well on lap 1, and Dylan very, very unlucky with the DSQ. Ridiculous game glitch, unfortunately for him.
I'll try and see if I can get Nottingham back in the game.
Yeah,
Giving him an invite, but give him another one.
So Kings has just jumped Budweiser for P8, so he's in 5.8 seconds worth of clean air, and like you say, are very good at stretching his tyres, so he can just manage those and wait for all these guys on 10-13 lap old mediums to pit, and he should jump them. So if he can get to the end, as Axe pits on 10 lap old mediums, interestingly enough.
Oh, hitters almost loses it.
Yeah, Stenner flying over those curves as well.
Axe is fixing the front wing. I think he touched the wall.
Is it? Yeah, I thought that was a bit early. That's interesting. That's going to cost him. He's gone back on. He's gone to mediums as well. So he'll have to hope we can get to the end on those. Seems like a long way without a safety car, but we'll see.
The mediums can definitely go.
Oh, JDM runs a bit wide. Shush going around the outside at the end of sector 1. Going to dive up the inside into the DRS
Oh,
zone.
there's contact.
Big contact. Division's right behind him as well.
they're
There's still
behind-
contact.
Oh,
Oh no!
He's
JDM's
swallowing the
out.
ball.
Contact between Shush and JDM. And very similar
Safety
contact.
car. Yeah.
Safety car's out. JDM. That's didn't get a great view of it. We were looking at it head on, but looked like again very similar to the Brazy Starfallon one. Just got squeezed out, nowhere to go, and into the wall, and we're down to 11.
Yeah.
Gutting. Going to be a bit feisty possibly in the tier 1 track, because a lot of these crashes are between the top guys, and $10 pits off 15 lap old mediums, as does Stenner. This could be so. Kings is going to go back into a lead. I questioned him. I don't know why I question tier 1 drivers. They know exactly what they're doing. I don't know why. I don't know why I try and think I know best. But I think we could have another Ferrari 1-2. We are. Payouts, Kings, and $10 are going to be leading the way again. And 10's interestingly are gone to medium. Has gone to hards. So he started the race on the mediums, and also qualified on the mediums. So he would have had no fresh sets left.
He has to switch the hards because that's mandatory tyre change.
Yeah, good point. Shush has gone softs, interestingly enough, which I'm surprised at. So he's going to have to go soft. Actually, what did Kings do? He did about 13 laps, didn't he? So yeah, Shush is definitely going to have to do soft. But he's definitely going to be quicker than the other guys. Medium tire we know is quick. We've seen that from qualifying. I'm not sure what this 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags is about. I've seen that pop up a few times. Oh, it's just a glitch. I'll tell you what, we can.
Oh, and Bud gets a 5-second for ignoring the yellow flag. Don't know what that was
Yeah,
about.
I've seen that a few times come up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's all about.
Maybe for overtaking Nightingale, who's still not rejoined yet.
Yeah, could have been. Right, guys, we're going to throw up I know there's not too many viewers in the chat, but we're going to throw up a little prediction in the chat. Will a Ferrari win this race? Will a Ferrari win this race? You can bet your channel points on them. We're currently 1 and 2, Kings and $10. I don't know if anyone fancies a bet, but why not? Aero, thoughts on this one?
I think
Will a Ferrari win this race?
I think they're both in a very good position. I think Kings should have it in his current position. He can definitely stretch his mediums, but with the pressure of the drivers behind him, their pace, it's going to be tough to do. And 10, who's on the hards, will struggle. When Dylan's left, he disqualified early.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the pace of the people behind, it'll be interesting to see, and it'll be interesting to see how Shush can do on the softs. And wonder what his strategy is. Maybe he's going soft and then soft again after.
Yeah, interesting one, guys. If you're on the chat, fancy a little gamble. Get your predictions in. Safety car is going to be in this lap, so we're going to have 17 laps to go. I've been a bit generous. You've got 5 minutes to vote on that. So you'll get to see the start of his safety car restart, which could change everything. As Kings for the second time is going to lead us away. $10 in the sister Ferrari right behind him. Stenner, I think Stenner's got a great chance as well on the fresh mediums. We know he's quick.
Yep.
We know he's quick. Shush as well. That's going to be interesting on the softs. Monkey's on 5 lap old mediums, which might hurt him a little bit. Axis for him right to the back of the grid. So he's coming.
I don't know why
Kings is gone.
I don't know why GB and Jet Adam didn't pit under. Oh, Jet Adam almost lost it. I don't know why they didn't pit under the safety car, because I feel like they needed to pit.
Yeah, I think GB was in danger of being lapped if he did. As we're seeing Shush got the inside of great switchback from Shush. Williams on the AlphaTauri, little dive at the inside. Oh, contact! Division and Shush side by side. Shush is going to get the move done. And then Division around the
Shush was
outside.
squeezed.
Ahead of that spin for Stenner.
Oh,
Contact between the Ferrari and Stenner. Stenner's going to drop down to the back. Shush and Division are still side by side though. We're watching it from the other AlphaTauri point of view. My great host, Stenner's gone, I think. Stenner's left the session.
I'll see if I can get him back in.
See if I can get him back in. He's fallen to the bag. I don't think he's happy with the contact with the Ferrari. As Division and Shush go side by side. And still got time to have a little bet on that one, because it's looking better for Ferrari after that restart, that's for sure. Kings with a 2-second lead already. Matty said there's a spin. Looked like possible contact though.
Oh, okay.
Really did.
Or Division, I mean, on the back of Shush.
Yeah, another battle between these guys. See if he can send up the inside. Doesn't fancy it. 10 now. 10 needs to be the best teammate in the world. Needs to be a Fernando Alonso in Hungary and just hold these guys up for as long as possible. Create a big gap. He's on the hard tyres, is 10, so he's not going to be quicker than his teammate. He can hold these guys up for a bit. One more lap till DRS is activated. Then it'd be crucial for the Ferraris.
And it'll be interesting to see what Division can do on Shush, because Division's follow them so closely and will be on the better tyre long term.
Yeah, great
these
restart
mediums
for
last
Shush.
a lot longer than the softs.
Yeah, you can see the advantage Shush had in the first lap. Brilliant switchback out of turn 2 to get down the inside, and they were side by side for quite a while. Shush gets through. Shush has got to clear 10 on the softs against the hards as quickly as possible. He's looking okay to get it done, but no DRS, but possible ERS, which he's using now. Oh, doesn't fancy it. Tucks right back in. Wow, that was pretty close race. He's going to go for it down into turn 1 instead. Good driving by both these guys. Shush down the inside. 10 gives him the room.
He closes the door.
Inside.
Closed the door on 10, who tried up the inside.
I feel sorry for the tier 1 stewards. Shush, time penalty.
Yeah, there's a lot of just, not only just the incidents on track we're seeing, but a lot of like ignoring yellow flags that might have to be looked at as well. I'm seeing loads of penalties.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's
flooding
all
in.
about. That must be like
Which-
you say, overtaken Notyao possibly, but strange one.
It is confusing. A lot of people getting these penalties so often.
Yeah.
But
So,
so far, Kings is in the best position, and Shush on the
oh,
softs.
Division forgets to brake. Almost goes straight into the back of $10. Sorry to interrupt you there, Aero, but Division almost collected the Ferrari. DRS activated now. That was close.
We'll see what Shush can do on the softs. Can he catch up to Kings? But Kings could go to the end, and I don't think Shush will be able to stretch the softs, obviously. So,
No.
but Division's looking for a move on 10, who's struggling on these hards in comparison to the rest of the grid.
Oh,
As GB's retired.
gone. Wall of Champions. Wall of Champions has claimed GB Sanderson, and his car is right in the middle of the track.
Yeah,
Please don't be a safety car. Looks like we're going to get away with it. So we're down to, with Stenner and Notyao not actually in the session, we're down to 8 from 19. With 22 laps of 35 gone. These guys are
right
struggling
on
at
Brighton, both of
Canada.
them, but Division gets past 10, and Monkey now in the back of 10 as well.
Just with another time penalty, that's crucial. Because Kings and Division don't have any at the top. So Shush is probably driving really well, but also driving his way out of contention for the win with these penalties, you feel. Any late safety car, and he's plummeting down the order. Don't count out Axe, by the way.
Oh, 10 back past Division. I think Division can let him through there, it seemed, because it seems he broke on the straight to let him through.
Yeah.
Maybe a legal overtake he was fixing or something.
Yeah, either that or these guys playing it safe. I mean, you finish this race, you're finishing in the top 8 as it stands. Jet out
And,
back in the pits.
Division doesn't have any pens so far, so he might jump up in the podium just from the Delta.
Yeah, definitely would think so.
Oh, and he goes for the switch on 10. 10 almost lost the back end.
This is
that's
good
allowed
for
Division up the
Shush
inside.
at the minute. Shush is just pulling away from these guys and catching a pair of Kings pretty quickly. Good move from Division, that really nice move. Bradley wants to play clubs. Kind of in the middle of a race at the minute.
Yeah.
That's 10 in Division. Monkey trying to join this battle. Yeah, Shush is catching, but we're going to check in on penalties. He's got 12 seconds, Aero. That's
Yeah.
crucial. That's him. And he's, I mean, I can see
and
why. Oh, he's
He's
gone.
in the wall!
He's gone. He keeps it just as he keeps his front wing. But
Well,
he
he lost his front
literally-
wing, but he
literally
kept
went
his
off
front
the-
tyre somehow.
Yeah, literally went off the track there at the final corner.
He,
So I can see why he's getting all these penalties. So that's big for Ferrari. Oh, Kings does
and
pick up
Peox
the
is
penalty.
first pen. And then Division, if he can get past 10 eventually, and then start to push, and he has fresher tyres than Peox,
Yeah,
so
Division with
Division
two
could be
warnings.
on for the win.
Shush is gone as well. So we're down to 7. And there's Division with a penalty as well. So we're
Oh,
I just checked and he was on 2 warnings, so I'm not sure he was ever going to make it to the end, but he's got one straight away. He has got
I
DRS
thought-
now.
he's seen Kings had penalty, so he was just thinking about the
Yeah.
opportunity. He wants to get past 10 as quick as possible, and 10's defending.
He needs to clear him and then not battle him because it's costing him time. Good teamwork from $10 and the other Ferrari.
Yeah, and Division needs Monkey to catch up and try and help him.
Yeah. And we've got a big train. Budweiser and Axe are in this fight as well. Right behind these guys. And we know Axe and Budweiser are not slow.
Although Monkey is currently the oldest tyres, and the mediums do start to struggle. Around
22 laps is going to be a lot. Let's see, the Monkey's going to have DRS and 10's now slipped out. He has got DRS, but he's also slipped out the second range. So possibly won't have it down the back straight, which could be crucial. As Monkey picks up a time penalty. It seems to be a lot in that bit at the end of the DRS straight there. That chicane there. Seeing it a lot. 10 is outside the second. He's not going to have DRS. Monkey will. So the Ferrari could be in trouble here. Let's see if he can get through. He's going to have 2 goes at it. Probably too far back into the final corner.
He might size it up in a turn 1.
Yeah, definitely did.
He
You see him brake a bit early, but
oh, and the axe is right up the back of Budweiser. I think Bud might have had a bit of a slip.
he's going to send it. Yeah, he's going to send it
Axe
straight
with a
into
big send.
AlphaTauri.
Oh, my
No,
word.
Axe. I mean, he gets away with it. I don't know how. Budweiser won't be happy with that one. Gets
Yeah,
through, but how he didn't go into the AlphaTauri, I've got no idea.
Yeah, that was a vicious send.
I think it's a sort of send which would have been okay had it just been them two. But when you had the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari battling just in front, it didn't look too great. That's for sure. Monkey again with DRS. Probably going to wait to the back straight, I would have thought. Yeah, Axe is through though, and he's already caught right off the back of the AlphaTauri. Yeah, Budweiser, I'm not sure he'll be too pleased with that one. And Axe almost tags Monkey, and then Axe and 10 both getting a little bit out of shape out the hairpin getting the power down. Monkey, you would think, would be able to capitalise on this. He's getting right onto the back of the Ferrari, going to sail past.
Yeah, he's got the move.
Yeah, Axe is right behind. 10 with a penalty.
And Bud
Budweiser
now an
Axe,
axe.
the revenge. He's going to send it. Surely he sends it. He does, but not like the Mercedes did. And so Axe is going to keep the place. Axe is sliding. Oh, and that in itself
Axe
was a
over
good
sliding.
defence. Because the McLaren was going around the outside. Axe lost it a little bit, which left no room for the McLaren. And this is getting pretty spicy. I mean, it's already been spicy. There's Jet on the fastest lap of the race. He needs a safety car, that's for sure. Bit of a lonely race for the Haas driver. Looks very good for Haas Aero, doesn't it? About halfway through qualifying.
Yeah.
In one and two.
It did seem too good to be true and ended up being that way.
But this is the battle. Second down through sixth. The two AlphaTauris. $10 Axe and Budweiser. Feel like at the minute they're battling for second because they're not making too many inroads into Alex Kings out front.
Although Axe on 10.
Yeah, he's definitely making inroads
for
into one
sand?
Ferrari. Oh, Axe. Definitely, probably wasn't on, but he's going for it, and the switchback is now on. Oh, I don't like
He's
this.
gonna
I don't
send
like
up
this. I
inside.
don't like it.
Oh, reminiscent.
Oh, Vettel on Hamilton.
Reminiscent of Vettel and Hamilton in that same corner.
Same
Oh,
car,
Axe
same
goes for another
corner.
send.
Another send. He wants to get through Axe. He's desperate to get
and
through
he's
into a
pushing
back.
him. He's pushing him through the corner. Ten's defending. Oh.
We went into the broadcast view for that corner, and we just waited for the two cars to come through. And when they did, for Ferrari was on the grass, Axe was almost in the wall. As Budweiser was to get on the brakes to avoid them. It's allowing the AlphaTauris to scamper up the road though. Surely he gets through now.
Yeah, Axe should get it now.
Budweiser's going to get pretty close as well.
Budweiser, if he gets the right exit, which he didn't, unfortunately.
Oh, 10 definitely didn't get the right exit. 10
big
didn't
snap.
get the right exit at all. Those hard
doesn't
tires
have
are not
damage.
fun. Did he
But
avoid it or did he get some?
He saved it. He doesn't have any damage.
Good save.
He just saved it before the wall. Big
Nice.
save from 10.
Those hard tyres are not the one.
But now with 6 laps remaining, we can see the two AlphaTauri drivers slowly catching Kings.
Yep. Get down to almost 2 seconds. Was 3 a couple of laps ago. I thought Monkey might be the slightly quicker of the 2 as well. Seems to be.
Although,
not with
Monkey
that
almost
corner though.
And although
Axe as well. Oh my god, these guys are
Drifting
struggling on
through the
these
corner.
old mediums.
yeah,
I feel like we might get one more DNF I don't want to, but I feel like we might get one.
The mediums
Everyone's
can go
sliding.
long, but the performance goes out of them relatively quickly, you would say, in the stint. They can
Yeah.
go a lot longer, but the performance at this point for everyone on the mediums is probably gone, apart from Jet Adam.
Axe is in.
Axe, yeah, he's in.
Either that, or he
He,
really didn't want a battle with Budweiser. So the
and
soft
10
tires
behind
then.
him is in as well.
Yeah, so I wonder if 10 did get damaged. Let's stay on board with him, see if he changes his wing. Like he's...
Yeah,
No,
Axe
no
has changed his
change.
wing.
Axe has. Okay, I wonder where that contact was. So 10 then is going to get out. That's the second wing change for Axe. Both these guys on soft tyres, but not going to be enough time for them to make up the gap to the top 4. And we've sort of been robbed of a bit of a fight there. While these two
Yeah,
dropping
and
out.
Monkey, I think, will just hold position because Division has 3 seconds, whereas Monkey's got 9.
Yeah,
So
like 3
I
and
don't
3
think
at the top.
I don't think Monkey's going to try and pressure Division too much.
Budweiser with a penalty, so Budweiser's going to be out of it as well. So this is it then. It's a straight fight for the win between Kings, our championship leader, and Division, who is P5 in the championship at the minute. But
Yep.
like JDM says in the chat, got destroyed, and now Kings is P1 and looking good. That championship lead could be pretty big by the end of tonight.
Yeah, that'll be massive for the championship for Kings, and Division does have the fresher tyres, and the delta is dropping
He is quicker, isn't
ever so slightly. He's just quicker, very, very slightly.
he? If he
so,
can get
if-
into the DRS,
Yeah, if he can get in the DRS, it'll put a lot of pressure on the Kings.
interested as well to see how quickly, I know it's not going to make much difference, but interested to see how quickly 10 can catch up to Budweiser, because he's got, 10's got 12 seconds of penalty. Axe with only 3 seconds. So if Axe was to get the hammer down on those softs, could maybe sneak up a couple of positions.
They could potentially make it because
He's definitely
Although
going to
10
jump 10.
10 has another penalty, but they potentially could, because at this point the performance in the mediums wouldn't be great.
Yeah.
And Division's really closing up to Payox now. He can really make out the rear of that Ferrari.
Yeah, we can
And
see
he's-
Budweiser is up 13 places. Great showing from him from the back of the grid. Didn't set a lap in qualifying, I don't think. Monkey's up 7, so those two have done very well. Axe and Sten are the only guys who are still running who have dropped positions.
I think Budweiser did settle that, but he had the
Oh,
incident with
good
Arthur,
Of course, yeah,
grid penalty.
As,
But,
yeah, so you're right. Division's gaining 4 laps to go.
Yep, we could potentially see at least a lunge on the last lap.
Oh, I wish someone had slapped a load of points on the gamble, because it's pretty close right now. Is a Ferrari going to win the race?
I bet on the Ferrari and Divisions making that challenging.
Is that actually
Division's
the fastest lap of the race? And $10, who was 16 seconds behind Budweiser a lap ago, is now 12.5 seconds behind. So keep an eye on
Division's
that.
right on the cusp of DRS, but doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, next lap. I think Axe could potentially, if he really flies, could get 4th or 3rd. If those mediums keep dropping off, because he has got less penalties than Monkey and Budweiser. He's going to have to gain about 3 or 4 seconds a lap. So we will, we'll see. We'll obviously keep an eye on the front though. That's where the battle is. Jet's gone for softs, possibly to go for fastest lap.
And Kings does seem to be keeping him at bay. But we'll see, can Division have DRS here? He's really on the edge. Oh, and Arx gets a 3 second. I heard the beep for Division, so Division. Oh well. Now the luck his rear wing isn't open, so.
Yeah. Axe with another penalty. He's probably going to finish P5 then. So neither of these guys have got any warning since their first penalty. So this is a straight fight on track for the win. And Division flirted with getting inside the second. Is the wing going to open? No, still outside. So that's another lap. So he's only going to have 2 chances at DRS here. I feel like he's possibly one or 2 laps too late. And I mean, his mediums are probably struggling as well.
Oh, when he gets
was
a great
much better
exit.
through there. Yeah.
And he's now 2/10 inside the DRS.
He's got to keep that as King's better through turn 1. He's got to keep that to this next DRS zone. If he can get it to this DRS zone, you think he stays in now to the end of the race.
Yeah, and he
Budweiser's
could go for a
catching
move.
Monkey as well. In behind that, their penalties are pretty similar. So this is an on-track battle for the last podium position.
Yeah, and Monkey on 21 lap old mediums.
Yeah, he's going to be struggling.
Really stretched them.
Yeah, the guys doing the chasing, they're on fresher tyres. They're both within a second.
Oh, and Division's really closing up now.
We're on board with Division.
Inside
Second
half
to
a
last
second.
lap. I mean,
And
you feel like
Kings might get the DRS off Shush.
oh, that'd be huge. He's certainly going to get it next lap.
He hasn't got it, but Division's got
Division's got it.
DRS.
Oh, this is going to be so close. Probably going to have to do it into turn 1. You can see him just holding off a little bit. It's just holding off. He's going to size it up into turn 1. We're going on to the last lap here. Great run through
Good
the final
exit.
corner from both of them.
Oh, Jadam's retired.
Oh, surely not a safety car. Don't be a safety car.
It's not. It's too late for a safety car.
Too late. Division though, too late to send it. He's going to be waiting for that last run, but you're right. Shush's car is right up ahead. As is Division's Jet Adams' broken car. Could cause chaos. Oh, Division runs wide. Budweiser's right on the back of Monkey as well, just behind this battle. Last lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, Division wide again. He's pushing so hard. Same penalties. This is on track battle, and Kings is running away now a little bit, up to 6/10.
But the DRS is keeping him in.
Yeah, but is he going to get it? I don't think Kings is going to get DRS. You know, seems like he's a little bit too far back. This is it. This is for the win of the race. Oh, Division breaks
Division
far
almost
too
pushed in the
late.
back.
Oh no, will he get a run? Feels like he's a little bit too far back. 4 attempts, he's gaining already though, even without DRS. He's
You can see
coming.
the light flashing.
He's coming for him. He's coming for the Ferrari. Division on the last lap. Kings
On the
defends on the
outside.
inside. Division round the outside. Side
Oh,
by
there's
side.
contact.
Contact. There's a
DRS
drag
again.
race to the line.
DRS. Division might get it.
Division
got
versus
it.
Kings. Division
got it.
wins the Canadian Grand Prix. And
Both
Budweiser's
retired.
out. Budweiser's
No.
out. Monkey's in the wall. But survives. Budweiser's out on the last corner.
In the world champions. Oh my word.
Oh, what a finish.
Oh my god. What an
a
ending.
finish.
Odds lost it on the last corner.
Axe has not got a front wing either, by the way. He's gone through him today. Axe is going to finish 5th. Monkey gets on the podium. We'll have to ask Monkey about the last corner there. Oh, what a finish, Arrow. What a race.
Oh my word. The reports is gonna be unbelievable. Budweiser still gets driver of the day after getting absolutely murdered, I believe.
Oh, dear. Well, we had fun. Well, I had fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well, Arrow. That was a... that was enjoyable.
Unbelievable ending. Unbelievable.
Drag race to the line between the top 2, and Kings is on the top step here. Did Kings win it? No, Division won. Who won it?
Division one.
Division won it. Good. Oh yeah, the AlphaTauri man is there. Kings being in the middle
I
there just
wonder-
confused me. What a race! This is going to
There
be
was a
fun.
tenth at the end of the race. Wow.
Pretty crazy. So we're going to get the 2 AlphaTauris, and should we get both? Both
Yeah,
Ferraris,
I'll
both
invite-
AlphaTauris. Let's get the top 4, shall we?
I've invited AlphaTauris and Bottas will driver of the day.
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure when I talked to us, but he did get classified in P6.
I
Good
think if you crash the last lap, you still classify.
Yeah, he certainly got pretty
So-
close to the finish.
He still gets points. And I'll let you do the interviews if you want, Baz.
Yeah, we'll go for that in a second to see if Monkey will join as well. Make sure you tick the box, please, guys. Pretty much got everyone who finished in there. It was a lot of retirements. We can see there the results. Jet Atom classified down to P10. Stenner, Not Yao, and Shush were not in control of their cars at the end there.
I believe
DNFs.
I believe that'll push Jet Adam up to 7th.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Right, not sure if Monkey's joining, so we'll go with the 3 we've got. Make sure you tick the box, guys, and we will start. Oh, Monkey, is it? Lovely stuff. I'll wait for Monkey's in. Cool. Right, we'll start with Budweiser, our driver of the day, and Bud started P17. What happened in quali? Little 5-place grid penalty there.
Oh.
Are you there, Bub?
Oh, Bud's left.
He's like, nah.
He-
didn't
he-
fancy that. It was a bit,
I don't like
it was
that
a bit
question.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know whether to ask him about his quali crash or his last lap crash first, but I think both questions would have been a little bit
sensitive.
little bit difficult. Yeah, that's fine. We'll move on to our podium. So, Monkey, you can tell us about the last lap then, because you and Bud were neck and neck that lap. We were actually focused on the battle for the lead, so we didn't see it. Just talk us through the race in general and the last corner.
Yeah, well, I got damaged 2 times, and the last time I got damaged and the safety car came out, so I changed to mediums, but it were medium tires that I already used in quali. So it was sketchy until the end. They were like 77% at the rears, and he was already ahead like on penalties, so I was already like, it's all fine off the podium, that's totally okay. But then he just launched at me last corner while he was already ahead on penalties. He had a really bad exit, and yeah, we clashed. It's both mistakes. I don't think either of us is fully to blame. But yeah,
Just a.
I get his
just a
frustration.
last
I get
corner
his
lunge.
frustration. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of close battles today, and a few clashes between a few guys. We saw Brazy and Star Fallon come together, JDM as well. But Monkey, well done on the podium, double Alpha Tauri podium. We'll come to P2 man next. Kings, thought you had that in the bag for most of the race. You're in control, but those medium tyres just gave up on you at the end there, and then drag race to the line.
Oh, I don't know, I was on all the tyres there when I was doing bad the whole stint.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking division after lap 26 was low on the others because he had slow top end after rails, but but he caught up a lot more than I thought he would because I made a few mistakes. Just
Yeah, it was a.
what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he was gaining just a little bit, and then that last lap, he just seemed to find a bit of straight line speed right at the end. But it was a great drive. We did do a prediction at the second safety car, will a Ferrari win the race, when you and Tem were 1 and 2. So a few people lost out there betting on you guys, but it was very, very close. Good drive and extending your lead in the championship, so good job. And division, I mean, like King said, didn't look like you were too much in the fight until probably the last 5 or 6 laps, and then came out of nowhere and won it by a 10th. Just talk us through your race.
Yeah, it was going with the flow. I thought I made a mistake when not pitting under the safety car, but you know, I'm glad that went fine. And then I tried to pull Monkey along with the DRS, and then I saw myself gaining a few tenths from Kings, so I started to push harder. And then on the last straight, I just thought I just gonna send it, and yeah, straight line to the finish.
Yeah, it was a nice drag race. I've done 2 comms here at Canada this season, and both have been drag races for the win to the line. So that last corner obviously sets up pretty nice finish. Yeah, we did question. Well, I did questions a little bit. The you Kings and Stenner staying out under the safety car, the first one, but you're both here 1 and 2, so it obviously works. What was the thought process behind staying out?
Not paying
No
attention.
soft tyres. Oh, really? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out for you. Cool.
And,
nice, yeah.
Kings, what was your thought for the safety car as well? Stay out
Well,
and
I
sauce.
was just no good. It come out lap 4, didn't it, the first one? I was just thinking, No, I want to pit 8 laps later anyway, so I wasn't going to go in. But sticking to my strategy. Because I knew if I pitted, I would have to pit again anyway, and I'd rather have track position at that point.
Worked out for you. Yeah, nice job, guys. Good race, really good race. And Aero, where are you racing tomorrow, Tier 2?
Bahrain we're in.
Bahrain for Tier 2 tomorrow, and Singapore, unfortunately, for Tier 3. My least favourite track on Sunday. So we'll be back 10 o'clock tomorrow for Tier 2, and Tier 3, 10 o'clock again on Sunday. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for a good race, guys. And we will speak to you